Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is it? 15. Now we're gonna test it, and we'll find out if it is, if the live stream is cut off after 24 hours or not. But I do not think so. The last time, I think we went almost 48 hours before I got the disconnect. But then I got the disconnect, so I'm not sure what is causing the disconnect. Okay? Sometimes they do happen. We'll see. So far, I don't think it's at the 24-hour mark. This is getting a bit hotter. It's annoying. Let's show you what the stew looks like. Get a good view on the stew. We still have a lot of broth. There. Now, the nasty sounds. There you go. Overall, it's pretty. Still a good amount of solids in there, a really good amount. Still a good amount of broth. I do not think we'll get everything used up before we have to see it. Voices. Take your meds. It worked nicely. At least I do hope so. I do not know for certain if it works out or not. And today might be quite a boring day for you guys, because I do not really plan to add a lot of stuff in there. Well, like this. There, so you can watch it. Because overall, I think, well, there's not much to do. We have to let it simmer. Today's Sunday. Choppy audio again. Shit. We've got very choppy audio. Okay. Why? Let me try something out. Nah, but it's gonna be the laptop again. It's always the laptop. Right? Let me try something out. What about now? Is the audio still choppy or not? Or did it get better now? That's going to be one of the main questions now. Because if it's still choppy, then it's better. Is it good enough now or not? Because if it's not, I can restart the laptop. When the laptop is restarted, it works better. Yeah, it feels far away because I'm far away from the microphone right now. That is because the streaming station is a bit further away from the pod, and if I have to like reload and set it all up and everything, I'm closer to the laptop. I will change that over time, but for now I wanted to have a good, far away, safe place for the laptop and everything. I just want to know if it's choppy or not. It good enough? Nice! Can the others say the same? And James Truewood is there. Let me look. Let me see. Yep. Now it works. Nice. Great. Great. Better than yesterday. All right. Well, each day make it a little bit better, right? That's the kind of goal we have right now. Make it a little bit better every day. At least that's my goal. That's how I would like to make it work. So, today we're gonna try out some stuff too. Again. Nice. Like this, and this, and this, and this. Because today, I don't want to mess around too much with the stew. I don't want to experiment much. I don't want to do stuff just for the sake of it, for content or anything. So I want to give it just time to work it out on its own, to be nice, to be friendly to itself, you know. We're going to just do the very, very basic moves that are needed. And the basic moves are not many. Now, it's Sunday in Austria. On Sunday, the shops are closed, so I can't go to the normal grocery store. Okay, I can't do it. They're closed on Sunday. That is why, and I wanted it yesterday. I put it all in at once because I wanted it to have time to simmer and work out. And that is why today is just a refinement day. I won't be adding new ingredients. I was very careful yesterday because I didn't know the cumin, I didn't know the chili, I didn't know these ingredients, and I wanted to test it out carefully. Okay? Today we're just going to add to it. All it needs is 50 habaneros. Yeah, maybe. I would say that's a bit much, but alright. How do I do that? Is this a good angle for you guys to see? I need to get the cables and everything done properly someday. Because with the new setup, the phone has to be the 180 degrees wrong. But like, fuck it. Still gonna work out. No problem. Wireless cables, yeah. Well, one day. Wireless cables, it still needs energy. And yeah, Tesla, it doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work. I can't get touchless electricity and power to my phone. At least not over the distances. So that's how we roll and how we have to work. Let me rename the stream. Live ingredient drop. There we go. Name is changed. And with that, we're going on. We're going strong. Wow, over 10 people in chat today. Respect. I hope you all had a wonderful and beautiful Sunday. The day of the Lord. We all can relax a bit. Now, I'm not going to pour in all of the chili at once. Okay, that would be too much in my opinion. Okay? But I'm willing to go one after another. Today, I'll be adding 3. 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 orange. I have no clue if the colors mean anything or not. I just don't know. Try a piece of chili raw. No, man. Sorry. Maybe later, not now. Nah. We don't need me to eat raw chili. There. We go like this. There. Can you see what you don't really see what I'm doing. Well, I'm opening up the chilies. Can you see it on the screen well? Yeah. Somewhat. There we go. I'm opening them and quartering them. Why? Because I don't know how to get this inner stuff out, and I was told to get it out. That it would be better if I got this white mesh, white inner flesh out. But on the flip side, I'll not get it all out because it wasn't hot enough, and I'll be focusing more on just getting the, what is it called? The seeds. I'll just focus on getting the seeds out, not the white flesh. We'll add the white flesh today to have a bit more hotness in the chili. I mean, I'm getting a bit worried that it's getting too hot, but I think too hot is easier to handle. I mean, no, it's easier to handle if it's not hot enough, because then I can still easily eat it and handle. Eating the seeds while cleaning the pepper is tradition. Yeah. Not Austrian tradition. And I don't believe you that it's a Canadian tradition either. I think you're lying. Wait. Let me show you something. Just a moment. Let me try something. I'm trying out something new, okay? This is a completely new thing that I'm trying now. Adapting our little stream to make it better. I want to see and set it up in a way that I can easily share. Would be to drown it in syrup or gravy, yeah. There. Let me try out something. Nope. Image. Meme. Okay, cool. Let's try it out. Yeah, this works. Yeah. Does it work? There we go. You see that image here in the middle? That's what I'm going to tell you about. Your little comments. Yeah? I learned that I can't quite trust all of your comments, guys. I learned that. Jokes on you, I can't read. Ah, shit. Well, you got me. Well, then I'm losing. What can I do? Shit happens, such is life. I don't want to make fun of someone who can't read in Canada. I know what your school system is like, most likely, so sorry. Sorry. Can't be enlightened like me. But I wish you the very best still. It's not on you. Maybe someday this will compel you to learn how to read. So, the magic hands lead you to write in the chat while you can't read or write, of course. Praise the Lord, the miracles are plentiful if you have eyes to see, huh? There. Let's get rid of all of these kind of weird little seeds. There we go. Out with them. Nice. So, as I said, I'm pretty sure so far the transition to chili has worked, but it's not chili enough to be chili, in my opinion. It's okay. And the taste overall is good. I think it's a good taste overall. I liked it. It tasted good. I would share it with someone. But I would not say that calling it a chili is fair. I wouldn't even say, well, it doesn't have to be a chili, but I would say it's not even fair to say it's heavily leaning towards chili just yet. I don't feel like that, you know? And I don't want to do false advertising. Wow, I would have almost touched my eye now. Almost. In the last second, I stopped myself. Phew. There seem to be a lot of maples right now. I cannot connect. School, they just throw us out into the woods. I can write, just can't read. Craving spicy food right now so much. You crave spicy food every day, man. You've got some parasite in your bowls. Like, you want to have 50 pieces of something hot every day, man. I think, well, if I was in Canadian winter just with coldness around me, maybe I would also want something hot. Maybe. Go find yourself a nice little elk girl. Yeah? And make it hot and steamy. So, there we go. Let's start with that. Can't have sugar, so spicy replace those cravings. Why can't you have sugar? Some diabetes or other reasons? Nice. So, now let me cut it small. Moose stew when? Well, we're not traveling to Canada yet with my stew. Moose and elk and such. I think one day we will try something like that. But for now, we're on our way to the Tex-Mex area. And I don't choose the areas by geographic closeness, like we were in the Balkans before, but I try to find stuff where I think the overall tastes are similar, somewhat similar at least, but allow for a good transition where there are many things where you could transition from A to B and it would taste good, both versions, but in the middle it would be a bit troublesome. That I don't want to have. So like with the chili and the Balkan rotkraut, the Balkan red, not the rotkraut, well with the cabbage, white cabbage, and it all being in this paprika red kind of soup thing, it was easy to transition without having a version in the middle that would be bad. At least I hope so. We'll see if it works out or not. And so this will be a bit of the challenge, how to go from cuisine A to cuisine B and have the middle still be nice. I already looked up a few cuisines, but I don't want to spoil with you guys what might happen. Also, I'm not confident enough that I pull it off, so I don't want to promise more than I can deliver. We'll see how it flows over the next coming days. Now, our main goal is to make something where I say, okay, that was chili enough, and it tasted good, and it was kind of chili, something chili-like, Tex-Mex, whatever, bastardization. But it was good enough for me, and it tasted great, and I got bored of it, and I want to test the next stuff. And then we'll see where I go. That's the goal right now. Okay? Moves to when? The ramification of drinking nothing but rum and coke and eating Skittles in college. Moose isn't that great. White-tailed deer is better. Borscht, when? Also, the whole internet was able to laugh at me with my last video. Not the taste test, the last one, the ingredient drop. Because I thought it is called recipe and not recipe. And now I know it's recipe and not recipe. Because I don't even know, I didn't count how many people told me that I pronounce it wrong. It's not recipe, it's recipe. Now I know it's recipe. And Cahoon isn't Cahoon, it's Cajun. It's Cajun. Cahoon. For me it was always Cahoon. And this is Cajun, and this is Tex-Mex. And we are going to have a recipe ready. And it's bottom tier and not tire. It's not a tire, it's a tier level, right? I've been calling it what? I've been calling it a recipe. R-E-C-I-P-E. How would you call it? Sipe? Like a site, like recipe. And now I learned, no, it's a recipe. One can tell that I learned English mostly from books and reading, and not from interacting with you English speakers that much. And even if I do, it's mostly technical stuff. The software words I know much better, okay? Software, technical, business. I can go into a CEO meeting and discuss revenue, top line, and everything. HR terminology I also know, but this food cooking, that's weird. Ah, Cajun, yeah. To me, it was like. Yeah, stupid little smiling emoji. I was talking about you saying Cajun wrong. Yeah, for me, it was like, okay, it's in the southern of America, in the USA, in the south. So there's a lot of Spanish speakers there. What kind of pronunciation would that be? And that would, even if it wasn't Spanish, that would never be Cajun. It's not English. You know? And so I thought always it was Cajun. And Cajun. It's Cajun. Like Cajun or Cajun. Yeah, that's why I was completely unsure how to speak it. I thought it was more of a Spanish influence. Like C becomes a K and J becomes a H and Cajun, something like that. But no, it's Cajun. Cajun. And that was like, okay, good to know. Interesting. Sorry, I did not know that. Okay, relax. Now, I've got these two little potatoes. And I'm not sure how to use them to try to make it a bit thicker. Okay? How are we supposed to use that to make it thicker? Will this even work? Is it too little? Is it too much? Well, too much, I'm really sure it's not going to be with the tiny amount of potato here. But I want to try it out. Should I like cut them into very small pieces? Or should I leave them big? Or doesn't it matter? What does chat say? About the idea of using two little potatoes just for test. Red pop, nice. You could just keep peeling the potatoes and throw the peels in. I don't think that we're supposed to throw in the peel. Ah, man, that peeler is a fucking menace to me. What the hell? Do you see that? There, come on. Focus, camera, focus. You see that on my thumb? This here? I just, there. You see that? It peeled a part of my thumbnail. Yeah. Yeah, well, those are the small little potatoes that I still had. You know, these are the little guys, the potato manlets. You know. Yeah. Someday I will have someone do a compilation from all of these long forms, where we just cut together how often I say ow or how often I do a mistake. And then we'll use that to give someone else hope and tell them, hey, you're not that bad, don't worry. It's gonna be alright. Small one? Yeah, I had a lot of potatoes go in with the peel and everything. That's not the question. My question is, I have these two now. What could I do to make them help the stew get thicker? Should I slice them into small peels? Should I really use the peeler and make really a lot of small little peels that we then throw into it like flakes, or not? Super small dice. Dice or peeling? Which is better? What do you guys think? As much starch to come out. I mean, for the stew in that size, these little peels, they won't even matter, will they? Do you think it will make a difference to have these small pieces in there? Even if we dice them really, really, really small? Like what, like this? Like this here? I don't think I'm doing anything smart here. I think that's a complete waste of what I'm doing. But we gotta find out. Right? You always gotta find out. Kinda hope they don't fall apart too much in the stew, in all honesty. There we go. There. There we go. Kinda like this. You think that will be of any use to us? I don't think so. Or how many potatoes would I need? The same size of game. It's like this big. I cut them this size. Like here. This is my thumb. A bit smaller. A lot smaller than my thumb. That's how small I cut them now. You would peel, but I'll just hurt myself. Yeah, next time. Now, you know what? We'll get myself something like those. There are these grates where I can hurriedly get them into little slices, right? And technically, I know I'm not doing cubes. It's like julienne, cutting small sticks. Julienne is the French word for cutting them like this. You'll see, I'll learn all the right terms and I'll be top cook, at least a stew master one day. I'll travel far and wide. 13 potatoes. Well, I've got the 2 smallest ones that you've ever seen, as you said. I honestly think that's it. That's it. But because I'm a bit curious and a bit hungry, but not really hungry, it's like I am a bit hungry, but I'd like to snack. And because I'm just wanting to snack a bit, I will try something out today. If the connection gets lost and I can't chat with you guys, just know the reason is my power line is going to fuck up. Because I am going to introduce my... Can you see it? Ah, you can't see it. Wait. Give me a second. I'm going to introduce my rice cooker. Ta-ta-ta-ta. There it is, my little small tiny rice cooker. And I'm going to make another special made from the stew episode. Yeah, woo. I know, you guys love it. I know. Everybody loves them. That's why they are almost not watched at all. But I like it. And I have to eat it, and I want to see if it works or not, so only what I do matters. After all, I want to know if it works or not. It would be a shame to have a stew running for so long and to never try out if stuff works or not, you know? But it's disgusting. It's disgusting too. I need to buy... Yes. Yes. Or do I have? Yeah, well. Remind me to buy new sponges tomorrow. You don't need to remind me. You won't be there to remind me anyway. Once I talk to you guys, it's already way too late to remind me anyway. Nice. We're going to use the rice cooker and cook us some rice. But no, the rice does not. It does not go into the stew. We're not going to add rice into the stew just now. Okay? So, we have the little rice cooker. And now let's turn it on and see if we explode the power line or not with too much heat, or if it's gonna work. There. Can you see it? This is warm and this is cooking mode. So, rice. I don't know, in English, in German it's a Langkorn. It's the long corn, not the round one. Wait, let me test and see how it's translated. That little slicing device Jeremy Clarkson cut his stump off with. Come on, please tell me he didn't. Please let me snack on a chili. God, that thing looks moldy. You need a scrub, mommy. Rice cooker. It's not moldy. It's not moldy. That's not moldy. That's burned. Okay, it's burned because I don't clean it properly, and then I put things on top of it, and it burns. Okay, it's not moldy. I am very hygienic. I am a bit of a weirdo with things, but I really am disgusted by mold and all of these kind of things. So I take that really seriously. I hate that stuff. I want it clean, no fungus, no mold, no nothing like that. Nothing. I rather quarantine whole objects and throw them away before, like, I just throw the Tupperware away. I don't clean it, you know, just nope. I nope out of the way for these kind of things. I just don't do it. I can't. I don't want to. It's disgusting. It's disgusting to me. There we go. Ah. Let's get... Ah, shit. One cup of rice. Ah, shit. Yeah, right. I should record this stuff a bit for the other video, right? Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, damn, I should clean it up. Oh, 4.5 cups of water? No. 4 cups? Nah. You use 2 cups of water per cup of rice. That's how I'm used to set it up. Look at me clean it up like a good boy. Have you seen the boy Slop post about how man put everything just into a bowl? I felt called out. Gonna admit it. There we go. Everything's dirty. There it is, the rice. water number 1 and water cup number 2. And that's it. We don't need more. 2 cups of water per 1 cup of rice. That's how I learned it. That's how I was told. Rice cooker. Woo, no new pot. One bowl, chopsticks, and 3 spoons is all I use. I have no clue what you're talking about. I have no clue, man. And then a bit of salt. There, nice. There. Oh, I realized I forgot where's the lid. Where is the lid for this little thing? I can always tell how long something has been ago that I used it by not remembering where it is. Man. There it is. Got it. Just gotta clean it up. Disgusting. I know. What does chat say? Spoons is all I use. Yep. Yeah, but I don't want to give the rice in with spoons. Like, oh, it's 15 spoons and 30 spoons of water. I mean, filling it with spoons of water would really be annoying. Going to one little rice so annoying that I barely used it anymore after I found out how annoying it was. But I also have a small kitchen, so I never bought myself a big one because I felt I would waste too much space for it. So I kind of make up with the small one. You will see it soon. There we go. You see this little hole here? You will see why it's annoying. And we'll have it on videotape. Also, I watched a few YouTube videos about how one could make these cooking videos better. And I have to apologize to you guys, I can't do any of these things. I don't have the space, I don't have the camera, I don't have the lights, I don't have the room. I can't. I can't, and I don't want to spend money to be able to. It's a cool rice cooker. Does it steam rice too? I think it had a little something in there that I could put in to have a second layer, and then you could steam wedges in the top while the rice was cooking. But I don't think I have it anymore because I never used it. It was so small. It was like, I'm just gonna put it into the pan anyway. My wedgie steamer also does rice and eggs. I use it a lot. Well, that sounds cool. I would use it too a lot if it was as cool as that. Okay? I'll admit it. So we've got that. That's basically it for it today. Give me a second. Wait, I've cleaned my hands 2 or 3 times, but I'm gonna do it once more. Because I really don't want my fingers to burn or my eyes to burn when I reach into my eyes. Cue the Slipknot song. I put my fingers into my eye. It's the only thing that slowly. No, don't know what the next sentence is. Something with that slowly stops the pain or something. Free concert? Not free. You're paying with your loyalty and with your time. Hey, Yavrukov. And it's not a new pot. I've had that little baby for years, for many, many, many years by now. It helped me through a rough time in my life where I could only pay like 2 or 3 euros per day for food, where I was really broke. Like really broke. Where I sometimes didn't eat because food was too expensive to waste money on. And I mean it really. It was like, I won't starve, I can't waste money on food. There are more important things. That was also back the time where I learned to shower with cold water because I didn't have warm water anymore. But it was a harsh time. That was hardcore. But such is life sometimes. Right? It has ebbs and flows. Some things go up, some things go down. So, Jesus, what? My grandparents used to boil water back when to clean themselves. Yeah. Well, the problem is I couldn't do that because I have a gas stove and I had a gas boiler, and so I couldn't have anything heated, and I could only use electricity. But the electricity was so expensive that I couldn't like boil enough water to shower with it. I boiled like a little pot, like in the something like this, like a liter, and then I mixed it with cold water and had how do you call it in English? I don't know. In German, it's Katzenwäsche. It's cat washing, where you take a towel and make it wet and you rub over your body to cleanse yourself. But you don't have water running over you. Then you scrub yourself clean like the Japanese do, and only afterwards do you go into the shower to like rinse it. And that shower was just cold water. Man, that was cool. You gotta be honest, it was a cool time. It was harsh but also nice. Like, there is worse in life. There are many things that are way worse. You know? There were much worse things in life. And thankfully I've had a good life overall. I think my life is great. Yeah, I did. At that time I had a roof over my head, absolutely. I lived in the apartment that I'm living now. I already had that apartment back then. But when I was young, I was homeless too for a while. That was when I was even much younger. And the warm meal, well, sometimes not. I got myself, what is it called? A camping cooker that you're supposed to not use in your home. But that was all I had. And these gas bottles, they're pretty expensive. Like 1 or 2 euros, and you can only cook 3 or 4 times. And with my budget that I had for 2 or 3 euros per day for food, like I couldn't. So I had just a can and put it into a pan and tried to make it as fast, as warm as possible. And use something like rice with nothing. Oh man, yeah, that was weird times. I've got a lot of stories to tell, but thankfully my life is pretty great. I was also 2 times in the military in our country. We have mandatory military training. Well, not mandatory. You have to do some service. You can go civilian, where you're like an EMT or in a home with old people or kindergarten or something like that, or you can go to the military. but it's like Austria is a small neutral country. We don't have war. You know, we're like you clean your boots the whole day. You learn with your weapon. You clean it. You're not going to be anywhere in serious combat. Like our military knows in all strategic papers, if someone wants to overroll us, it takes like 5 days, 3 days, and we're taken over by anyone. You know, so it wasn't like serious drill sergeant stuff. It was pretty lazy overall, but it was a nice experience. But I had to do it 2 times because I broke my knee on a day off when I could go home, and I got drunk and was a bit too motivated, and I broke my knee. And the military says if you hurt yourself outside of your service and the repair or healing takes longer than, I don't know what it was, but it took longer, then you have to get out and have to get in again once you're healed. And that's what happened to me. Mapleton zoned out. What's going on? Nothing's going on. I'm telling stupid life stories of mine that I shouldn't share with random internet people anyway. Thanks for reminding me. I lay out my most inner feelings here, and Maple crushes them like this. Sad, sad. Yeah, story time with 2 men, exactly. I've got to make a pot boiling rice interesting. Not that easy. You once found a spirit animal. Well, Maple. Red Pop just followed. I don't see the just followed in the chat. Why don't I see it in the chat? That is something I don't understand. Red Pop, the just followed shows. Because maybe it's not a chat message but an action message, and my bot posts the action. It's for your eyes only. Okay, cool. I'm sharing it with all of you. Okay, good to know. I'll check it out next time to find out why and how that works. Alright, no problem. Sorry for outing you as a follower. Sorry. For your eyes only. Now it's already 9 p.m. Oh man. It's already so late. I wanted to do a quickie today. Just a quick little thing. Just quick. So, but I think it's ready. The rice is already starting to cook. We're going to start the next development. There, do you see it? The steam that is coming out of the side? It's starting to bubble and everything. And I've got the hole here and the steam is coming out. You don't see it that well. And when it bubbles even more, you will see that suddenly there's a lot of water jumping out of there. And it's really annoying. And I just poured in one little cup of rice, so it's not too much. But if I add 2 cups, then it starts to completely overhaul everything. It's annoying. Kinda looks like a lava lamp. Yep. It's 5 p.m. here. Keep going. Yeah. Relax, man. So, I am going to try something out, as I said. I am going to cook something with the stew ingredients. For that, I used the ladle with the sieve. I don't know the English term for that. And tried to get out almost only the solids. There we go. Because I need to get some of the stuff out there anyway, like the bones. You see? So. Can I have some? If you were here, yeah. Yes, if you were here, you could have some. No problem. I'm not greedy. I'm very willing to share. It's kind of steaming hot, man. That's really hot. I'm now going to throw away the bones. Now, a question for you guys. I can still... you can almost not see there. There is still marrow in the bone. It has been cooking for 1 or 2 days. There's still marrow in it. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to push it out? Or should I just leave it be and throw it away the way it is? That is something I'm curious. What do you guys say? Drink it. Put it in the pot. I thought last time... fuck, hot. That I would let it stay in, but the bones aren't that good anymore after 2 or 3 days, it seems. They make everything kind of bitter and bad. At least it seemed that way to me. Okay? Now. Now, the rice is almost finished. So we're getting ready to do something. Olive oil. Is it just me or is it much darker on the video today than usually? What do you guys say? Is it darker? There. Native olive oil. My dog would love that. Drink it. Your dog would love the bones or something else? Yeah, gonna pour in. So. Oh yeah, by the way, I know you won't care and you won't pay. No problem with that. Oil. I added on Ko-fi, I understand now a bit how that works, a goal. I looked it up. If we want to have a second cam just for the oven and like a little something where, I don't know what it's called, like a gadget where I can mount a mount. Something where I can mount the camera in a way that we can look at the stuff. It would be like $100. I made that as a Ko-fi goal, but no problem if we never make that. I just want you to know that would be something we could do to make the stuff visible. Spread the gospel. Make the stew known. And I can't believe it that someone gave $5 to the stew. I don't want to out any names. Yeah, I'm that excited. I can't believe someone did that. It's really crazy. Do you accept cards? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I just set it up because someone was asking me a few times. We had this chat. I also still don't do the affiliate thing on Twitch. I will do that too. PaySafe card. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a shop or something one day. I mean, legally I could. I think I could legally because I've already got my business and company. I could do like a little website. Perpetual stew. and just oh fuck, that's hot. Wow, I just realized how much fits into this little bowl. I've got this bowl. I always thought, okay, I'm not eating that much. Wow. But look, in the pan, it's like such a huge load. It's quite a bit. Wow. And here I was thinking, well, I'm just eating a bowl or two a day if I'm not eating way too little. Eating like a king, yeah. Now I'm going to burn it a bit in the pan. That's my goal for now. And to reduce it. To reduce all of the or at least a lot of the liquids in there. That would be the goal right now. These are the big ones. Where is the small one? I remember I had a small pan some time ago. You're eating like a king, yeah. Sounds like a deep fryer. Well, I had a lot of the hot oil in the pan, and then I poured in the bowl, and the bowl had a lot of water in it. Or like not water, fluid, the broth. And I think where that made this whole huge reaction. We'll see how this tastes, if it's nice or not. I hope I get another cam. I would really like to have another cam to share it with you, to switch it over now. There we go. That's that. I wonder just how dangerous and or fun it would be to use a slow cooker like a deep fryer. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. You can use it, absolutely, but you wouldn't get the fry effect. Because, for example, my slow cooker goes to 90 degrees. I think maybe 100 degrees would be the hottest. My deep fryer starts at the lowest setting of 150 degrees Celsius and goes from 150 to 200 degrees. So I'm not sure if you could deep fry stuff properly. If the temperature is too low of the oil, it would soak in so much oil and get so fatty before you finished. I'm not sure how that would taste. Like, I don't want something deep fried for an hour before it's like not raw anymore, lying in fat for an hour. I mean, it could be tasty, who knows, but it does not sound that interesting to me. Also, I know I told you a few times already, but I'm really surprised that we've got people who watch our live ingredient drops, the long form content later on YouTube. There are people who genuinely watch that stuff. They leave comments and everything. Like, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? Kind of cool. It would be an instant hit in America. At that point, just give the people a bottle of oil to drink if you think the Americans will love it. Sapphire, hello. Stu, you have been an enjoyable gem of the internet these last couple weeks. Good updates, fun updates, enjoyable to watch you go through the experiment. Thank you, man. Thank you very, very, very much. I tried to do it interesting and well for you all, and I tried to have something nice to eat for myself. Thank you very much. It means really a lot to me. Cool if someone is here. Maple, my first time deep frying, it wasn't hot enough. It soaked up the oil like a sponge and it just tasted like oil. Exactly, that's what I mean. If you don't have the oil hot enough to create a nice crispy layer immediately, it becomes just soaked in oil. And we're finished. The cooker switched from cooking to warm. Nice, 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 nice. And now is the moment this cooker sucks, because this thing, the metal is hot. But how do we get it all out? It's also still wobbly with the heat. So I can't take it like this because it moves. And now I have to take it. Well. I have to grab something like this so I can be able to hold it. And then I move this around to get the rice loosened up. As I said, it's not a really good rice cooker. You will see why too in a few moments. But now I gotta put this into the no. There, rice. Now I can't even use those shots because they look that bad. And there you see it leaves this kind of sticky area of rice in there. That's why I don't like it. And now I can't just clean it up immediately. I have to soak it up first. And then I have something in the dishes where it stays, and it's like it's got to cool down, it's got to soak up, and all of these other things, and it's kind of annoying. And I made way too little rice because I underestimated how much. Yep, I vastly underestimated how much solids are in that bowl. I would have needed double the amount of rice. There you see. Just there, like this. Can you see it somewhat? You need a rice paddle, dude. That's standard, okay? My first time deep fry. Rice spoon and or oven mitts. See, yeah. Why not get a rice oar? What is a rice oar? I don't know what it is. Paddles seem a little small. I'm thinking it's not the rice cooker's fault, but it's that the cook making the rice fault. Looking good. No, it's not. Like what am I supposed to do? This is not. This is just sticking to the ground. This is Wait. What am I supposed to do differently? There. This stuff is just sticking on the ground. It's too hot and everything. It's stuck. I need to. It's really stuck and overcooked and almost burned. And I need to use something like this. These little scrubs to get it out. I tried lining the sides with oil, with butter, or doing some kind of things. Nothing worked. I added salt. You saw in the video I added a lot of salt. Just because the heat is transferred badly. It's all of the heat is just in that little thing. And so it gets really bad. Wasn't looking. Do it again. You can watch the YouTube video. See? When I get rice sticking to my pot, it's usually because I added too little water and salt. I tried it with more salt and it was already very salty, but I'll try it again, okay? I'll try it again one time. And regarding the water, I use 1 cup of rice for 2 cups of water. Do you wash your rice before cooking? Maybe it starts turning into glue. No, I'm not washing it before, because in Austria you don't need to wash it before. We have the rice that is washed before it's packaged. We don't have these heavy metals or whatever on the rice. I mean, if you go to an importer and buy this Asian rice or something, then you should do that, but not the normal one in the store. I have no time to watch YouTube. I'm in the stream 24/7. Well, not 24/7 as we found out. You missed something. Oh, that's it. You wash it to remove starch, dude. It really does help to wash though. Sapphire is right. Okay. So next time, okay guys. Okay. Next time I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna pour in more salt and we're gonna wash the rice. Okay. I'm not one to not be willing to test and learn. I mean, if you teach me and I get to have better food, then why shouldn't I learn and listen, huh? So, now I'm going to put all of this away for now. There. There. There we go. Nice. I'm going to put in the ingredients now. So we have those clips, and I'll let the pan cool a bit in the meantime, because I don't like hot food. I like warm food. I don't like it hot, like piping hot. I like to let it stay a bit and to get a bit cooler. No, not for metal. The rice itself is starchy. If you wash it over strain and the water turns cloudy, it's a starch. Wash until clear water and then give it a go. That's the only thing I can think is making it stick so bad. Well, I already said I will do it. We'll try it out. Next time I'll use one of the strainers like this, put the rice in, wash it thoroughly, and then we're gonna try it. And if you MFers manage to be right, then I don't know, then something I will be very thankful, and I'll think about doing something to make it up to you, because that is the main reason why I'm so annoyed with this rice cooker. If I get to have that solved, my life will objectively be better. So, now, let's try this little thing out. There we go. Time for the ingredients. Chat is always right. About that, there you go. Yeah, that's all I'm saying about it. You see the picture in the video. That's what I'm saying. Like with the cumin today, if you go through the comments, you will have pretty much 50-50 of the people, hey, you used way too much, and hey, you used way too little. And it's like, okay, thank you very much. Great chat and great comments. Thank you very much. I know exactly what to do when half of you say it's too much and half of you say it's not enough. Really, thank you. Helps me a lot. There. I bet it tells you to wash the rice in the rice cooker manual. Man, it has one button. It has an on-off button. You can't expect me to read a manual of something that has an on and off button and nothing else, okay? Let's be honest. That would mean something if I could read. Yeah, exactly. So, time to put ingredients in there. We're starting with the pepperoni. More chili. Nice. Because chili is nice. Then really small diced potatoes, like 2 small ones. I'm just trying it out if they dissolve, if they stay chewy, or what happens to them. Okay, that's all. I just want to test it and find out. Where is my spoon? Where is my spoon? My spoon, my spoon, my spoon. Now, we're going to risk it again. Yeah, you see it? We're going for the cumin again. Kind of this amount. We hope that it's a good amount. I think, I humbly believe, garlic powder time. What do you guys say? I heard garlic powder fits well into Tex-Mex. She coming on my stew till a perpetual. Peppers. Looks like a smile and it's gone. Potatoes, always good. Wait, add the potatoes again. I missed it. Please don't add spoons. They don't taste good no matter how long they cook. Hell yeah, garlic. Wait. What? Pepper. Pepper is pepper. Pepper is pepper. Pepper is wait. There, pepper. That's like pepper, black pepper, right? Or are you saying the chili that I threw in were peppers? This is pepper. There, this stuff. This is peppercorn. What the hell is that? Pfeffer. PF makes pf is the sound for PF, and German just has a lot of words with 2 times the same. Pfeff, fair. So you have 2 F's there because, well, it's 2. I don't know. English has 2 times the same word too. Black pepper, chili peppers, whatever, just throw it all in. Yeah. So Salz und Pfeffer is how dyslexic people write it. Yeah. Salz and Pfeffer is not dyslexic. So where was I? You're distracting me way too much with your BS. So, but I think we all can agree that we want a bit of garlic. How much? I have tablespoons, no teaspoons. How much? Quarter, half, I think like a little less than half, right? I think that's a good amount. Like this. There. This amount. What do you guys say? Doesn't want to focus, huh? There we go. This amount. Sounds good? 3 tablespoons. 5. Yeah, come on. Oh, wait. Nice. Nice garlic powder. I'm gonna mess all of the tasting up completely now, I bet, and you are at fault for it. Because you are not stopping my madness. None of you are. And cayenne pepper. I'm not shitting you, that's a big stew. I would add multiple. Well, I wanna be a bit safe. Like And it's not that much. It looks that much. 5 spoons? No. No, I don't believe you. I am too cowardly. There's too much cowardice in me to believe you there. And there we go. I'm adding this much cayenne pepper. Do you see it? Yeah. That's crappy. Everything crap. I hope you can see it. There. There you go. That's the amount of cayenne pepper I'll add. Nice. And I think that should be it for today. I am too coward. I am too coward. I am too coward. Cardi. I didn't say cardi. Cowardy. Coward. Coward. I don't know how it's spelled. How it's pronounced. Cayenne, always a nice choice for Tex-Mex stuff. I don't know your spice tolerance. I'm going to go eat a bowl of banana peppers after this since you're blue balling us on the spice so much. Stew, stay there. If you like the heat, I would do half that much more of a stew that size. Let's be careful. Let's get to the hot stuff step by step, okay? Let's go there step by step slowly. I added a few chili today. I added the cayenne pepper today. I added let's go step by step. Tomorrow we're gonna see if it tastes hot or not. And then I will add depending on how the development went, okay? I think it was a nice bowl. I think that's a good one. It looks nice so far. Can you guys see it well? Let me show you guys once more. Like, oh, there's still, what was that? I have no clue what that, what is that? Chicken skin. That's still a chicken skin. Interesting. You can see we've got a nice potatoes and so on. Wait, let me put on the light so you can see it better, I hope. Yeah, makes it easier, right? Yeah, much better to see. There we go. There. There. Nice. I think that's nice. So far, it looks nice. I like it. I hope I like it. I'm hopeful that I will like it. Let's add this. Because tomorrow we go for the taste. Today is testing. Yesterday and today is the... We're doing the, how is it called? Just the taste testing, the exploration towards it. And tomorrow I'll do the taste test and then we go all in. Tomorrow I check out what is missing to make it as chili as possible without being a full chili. Because I know we can't quite go full chili. Mostly I don't have all the right ingredients in the store. Point 1. And point 2, I don't dare to really make it as thick as a proper chili should be, in all honesty. I don't quite dare to go that far. Because I don't have yet learned how... With the pot being always heated, I'm afraid that on the ground it will make... how is it called? An area where it becomes too thick and it burns and it becomes like disgusting. As we have seen with the other stuff, at the ground it has a bit of a weird residue layer around the pot. And I think, yeah, let's get you all sick from movement, huh? And I think that if I do it more and thicker, yeah, nice. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, easier to add more, not too easy to take out. Exactly. It's fine looking stew. It's so dark it looks like gravy. It's going to be so thick you can dip French fries in it. Well, that is something I would like to test. I thought we can make it thick, like very thick at the end of an experiment, when there is little solids in there anymore. Then we make it thick, like shortly before we have to strain it anyway, and where there's only little stuff in there, because then we can go, okay, we make it thick. I will be a bit more careful about it, watch how it develops, and if it's bad to have it thick, we have the next day after the sieving or straining, where we can add 1 or 2 liters of water immediately to make it fluid again. I thought of trying it as the finishing line of the how is it called, of the chili, as on the finishing line when it worked out and we got a nice taste. Then I'll try to get it thicker, and that will be the last experiment of the chili era. But I'm not promising, it's just a thought that I had. Okay. Yeah. And I cleaned everything up. Nice. Now I'm curious to see what would you call this here? There. Easier to shove this right here, huh? Yeah, much easier. What would this be called? I did it out of the stew solids and put just, a cutting board. Oh, a pan. The Bachelor Chow. Now, come on, it has to have a real name. I can't be just doing something disgusting without a name. I'm sure it would have a name if I would do it properly. Like rice with veggies and everything. What could that be? And the little bread. Because it doesn't have enough carbohydrates already. Veggies. Rice and beans? Well, it's not just beans. There's carrots in it. There's meat in it. There is celery root in it. There is kraut, white cabbage is in there. And all kind of other stuff. And I forgot, no, I'm not gonna do it now. I could add eggs to it. Should we add eggs? What do you guys say? Like, just pour in 1 or 2 or 3 eggs and do the like, how do you say it in English? Scrambled eggs. China's worst nightmare. Rice and beans, okay? Egg fried rice. Well, it would be quite egg fried rice, but something. What do you guys say? Do we add eggs or not? Yes or no? You've got a minute to decide. And that's why I should be affiliate. They could do a proper poll. I don't know why they only allow affiliates to do a poll. Like, that's weird, isn't it? Why shouldn't a normal streamer be allowed to do a poll? Nah, not only half an egg. Also, this is a binary question. Yes or no. You don't get to choose how many eggs. Just yes or no. Maple, no X. Yarnukov, yes X. What do the others say? Do we even have anyone else in chat? Most likely not, huh? And that's why a poll would be good, because then the lurkers who are too afraid to say something could choose too. I understand that someone doesn't want their name to be immortalized with the wrong decision of if X should be added or not in a video. Yeah, everyone left to go get dinner. Well, then I'm gonna be lazy. No, X. Or is someone in chat who says yes X? Because then it's 2-1 and I would X. If not, then it's 1-1 and my natural laziness goes to nah, let's not make X. Let's see if that works. There we go. Yeah, it works. I just have to find a way to incorporate them better. But I found a way to easily share all the memes of the day with you guys. It's a shame I can't show you everything because I can't risk a containment breach. You know how it is. The rules are the rules. But this way I can at least share a few memes with you. Which is nice, because then we have something to look at while, for example, while the rice cooks or something. Then we can go through them together. And with that, the chat was quiet enough for long enough that I say, no X, I'm not going to make X. I'm just going to eat it like this. Let me try it out. That looks so disgusting on camera. This is unbelievable. If I wanted to make it look good, I would have to use a proper plate now. I would need to get a proper plate and do it nice and make it look pretty and everything, and I'm just not in the mood for that. But old bowl friends are gonna love it. We're going to use the old bowl for this. That's a nice thing, isn't it? I think that looks, it has just the right way of look for our old bowl, doesn't it? There we go. This looks nice for our old bowl. Yeah, old bowl is back. I knew you would love it. Only thing I would do is cover it in hot sauce. I thought about buying Tabasco today, and I was curious if Tabasco would fit into the Tex-Mex chili or not, or is Tabasco the wrong kind of hotness? And yeah, there should be a bit of green on it. I should have something green, but I don't have anything. There we go. Of course, I'm doing this great. There we go. Only thing I would do is cover it in hot sauce, yeah. Now let's try it out. Okay. Hmm. 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 I really don't think that tastes good. But it also doesn't taste bad. It is exactly the kind of food that you eat to survive. Like Maple said, I think the term Bachelors Chow, yeah, if I was like a 22-year-old student, that's what I would eat. It would be cheap and easy to cook, and I would have everything. Yeah, this is poor people's food. This is poor people. Nah. Chow. 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 Bachelor's chow. Chow. I think if I had scrambled eggs into it, it would taste even more like a nutrition paste instead of food. Bachelor's chow. Yeah. Yeah, chow, 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 chow. I'm smiling and thinking I'm a Chinese guy. Chow, chow, chow. You don't like eggs and beans and rice? I like eggs generally. Well, guys, I'm going to go eat. I spent much more time online than I should. My real goal is to make the ingredient drop half an hour. That's how long it should be. Half an hour. That's a nice time. Tsing Tao, Ni Hao. Like half an hour is a good time for everyone to look, to have a comment, to see what I'm doing, to get a bit of feedback and everything. This is way too long. Way too long. I'm being inefficient, and I don't have that much time when I have to work, and my work begins really piling up from tomorrow on. Tomorrow I have to work properly again. It's like my little lazy time is over. So I have to work again. Of course, I will still do the ingredient drops and everything. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay? Relax. Relax. It's still going to go on. I still make the taste report. I will still do the ingredient drops. Relax, okay? Working for the weekend. Well, for me tomorrow is Monday. Monday. And with that, let's get you guys ready to see. Nice, nice. That way I can see everything again. Nice. That looks good. No, I don't know the song. Link the song and I'll check it out. And now I'm going to mute the chat and I'm going to go eat. Next drop tomorrow at 8 p.m. again. And with that, I wish you all the very best and thank you for being part of this. Bye!